right, we're back.
Hey, man, we're back from these breaks. I'm sorry, we had a commercial break. Yeah, you know, I know I had to check some scores on some football games and things like that. I had to feed my dogs, things like that, but we're back. You know
Be sure to support our sponsors.
Yeah, the truth hurts. This is the first episode of
All the time.
I'm the special co-host today. I'm not the guest, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to represent me and Drakeo, and I'm here with Jeff, I'm here with Free, and I'm here with Vic. We're doing something that's kind of like an anti-podcast. We don't like them, so I'm going to pass it on to Jeff.
We all hated us so much. That
Yeah.
we made one.
Even though we're all interviewers.
Shout
Minus
out to
Greedo.
Pro Club, shout out to all the sponsors, and we got Drake in the building, so.
Yep.
Excuse me when I say Drake. In California, Drake is Drakeo.
But a lot don't know that was his nickname to the homies.
Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna be saying that long ass shit.
Drakeo the Ruler.
Drakeo the Ruler, hey, Drakeo the Ruler. That's why I'm like, y'all don't call Drakeo the Ruler, Drakeo the Ruler. Stop walking up to me saying, 03 Greedo. Bro, my name is not fucking 03 Greedo. My name is 03 or Greedo, okay? My name is 103rd Greedy, you know what I'm saying? You can call me Greedy, you can call me Cheeto, you can call me 03, 3.
What about Buzzy the P? Or is that just...
He's coming back.
What about Cheeto?
Yeah, Cheeto's more like if we really got love for each other. Everybody,
Okay.
I kind of raise my eyebrows at some people that be like, Cheeto.
Like, yeah, you don't know.
Come on.
That's like calling me my
It's like how I call Dub Ski. Like, if someone else called Dub Ski and they're not, like, in the inner circle, I'm like,
Yeah.
Right.
what's the meaning of the nickname, huh? You don't know why we call him that, so. They had the Drakeo show last night, huh?
Yeah.
Lay down, do what I say so. You know the ruler like to hang close.
It was
Long
a
live the
success.
truth.
Today's the anniversary of his passing, actually.
I don't like that people celebrate anniversaries of death. Why don't you celebrate his birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, they do that in my ghetto, too, so I can't shit on it. You know, long live the ruler.
It's definitely a different time with that. We didn't grow up in that era, for sure.
Speaking of different times, let's get this show on the road. Now, what the hell is wrong with this generation? It's getting crazy. And the crazy thing is usually this generation is a certain age group, but this generation is just everyone, the old people. Look, this new thing where everyone's pretending to be delusional.
Yeah.
You ain't crazy, bro. I've been crazy all my life.
Me
People,
too.
people couldn't deal with it. People hated it. People were like, oh, you met him?
People like
Was he
stay
cool that
away.
day?
Like,
Yeah.
When people ask you if you met me or Drakeo, they're like, did he cut you out? You know what I'm saying?
How did it go?
They never had this history, and now these people like be going crazy, bro. Like I said earlier, bro, you in the fucking 2024. Bespoke. Digital Violet, Aston Martin. Top Gear Car of the Year. Why are you mad in here? What is going on? The arguments, the threats, like the girls, you will keep telling the girl you don't want to fight, and she's gonna go until you say something fucked up. It's fucked up out here.
It's true.
Top Gear car of the year.
Definitely. And if you don't know, my other car was on Top Gear because it was a bulletproof, the only one in the world. The bulletproof Aston Martin Vantage. That was a 2021. Bought it from prison. Stinky drums, man. We still fucking y'all up.
Are there ever certain cars or any just luxurious items that you're like, Drakeo would have loved this?
Well, he's pretty spontaneous. I don't know what he would want it, but every time I'm with Ski, like, he be in the Cullinan, I'll be in the Aston, we be pulling up Bleeding Scene, and it's like, damn, I got the lean, he got the white styrofoam cup. This is like a cold, like, image for the world. Like,
Yeah.
this is some real German Sting Mafia shit, so I know Drakeo would have thought of something, man. He would have had, you know, I don't know, he would have
Yeah,
added
so he would have,
some type of element where his car represented something we do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He might have had the Percocet beards or something, I don't know. So, I always think about stuff like that, because it's always fun to be with Ralphie, but it's two different people, and Ralphie's like, I guess I see some of me in both of them, but it's like if you split me into two. So when I want to get on that bullshit,
That's who you call.
I wish, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
That's
love
how I
Drakeo.
felt,
Draco's the
too.
shit. Oh, I just seen his mom. I saw Jeff there too.
Yeah.
I told Jeff, I definitely respect it because I don't like when people just, I'm with anyone, but I don't say it because I'm not that close. Like even sometimes I see people like doing shit about Nip and I'm like, that shit don't feel genuine. So I don't like when people just do shit like pull up on mine, pull up on his son, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So his son was there, so it was great to be there and start to build a relationship with him and try to. I could never be a father figure for all my lost friends, kids, but I'm a dope ass uncle. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm cool to show off at school and shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
What do you think it was about like 2017 that like made it set it off? Like,
Is it 2017 or 2018? I think 2018 was like the most magical year ever. Everyone talks about it, even like the Uzi fans, everyone talks about like 2018 was just like fire.
Yeah.
Even like some of the podcasts before they altered or, you know, evolved into like, you know, just a mega machine where it touches on so many different topics. Like, it was a great time. It was a great time, a lot of stuff. But yeah, man. But for me, I'll be listening to some of the stuff that I haven't released from 2017 to 18. It's like, nigga, I had life over my head. So listening to that shit, knowing that I don't one take songs anymore, and that I was just like running through the song, like on beat, making sense, building these stories or making these anthems, and just as soon as the beat starts, I'm going to the end. It's just like, damn, it's crazy what you can push your mind and your body to do and shit.
That rawness was just like next level. It's like it's
Right.
something I haven't really seen since then. Of just like you said, one take the whole thing. It's like you had no time. Literally, you had no time. You just had to run through it.
Right. It was so crazy. I'm in Bakersfield, California, and we didn't have like.
Oh, that's
no,
in California?
Yeah, it's in California.
No. My bad, Bakersfield. Bakersfield, y'all showed me some love. I'm
We
just
did.
joking. I'm just joking.
Solace, but
Y'all
yeah,
showed me
like,
hella love.
we were out there, and we don't have a lot. We have local artists.
They
but
gonna
it's
be on
not-
my ass. And they gangsta.
No,
I'm
he
sorry.
loved the city.
Hey, they gangsta as fuck. Hey, I don't want no smoke.
Good.
Hey, all the YNs.
Hey,
Hey.
the homies, y'all already know what's up with Greedo. I don't play about mine. Y'all already know. Bakersfield love you.
Nah,
But,
I was just talking shit because it be by them prisons and shit.
yeah, it is. And it's everybody thinks it's a farm for some reason. And there's no farms. It's literally like
Don't cap like it's no
farm.
farms. Don't cap like it's no farms.
No, there's farms.
Let's stop. Let's stop. Let's stop. We want to know. Shout out
This is
Bakersfield. Shout out
Bakersfield revisionist
Cardino.
But it's not as many as they think.
it's a
though.
field of bakers.
But what I'm saying is
Let's be careful. Let's be careful. Because
yeah,
I go to shows there. I do not want to get whooped. I don't want a bottle thrown.
you're good.
I'm old, man.
You're
Look
good.
at my shoes, man. Asics. I'm done, bro. I'm an old nigga. Leave me alone.
But just like me being out there, we didn't have the type of like local rappers like LA does. So us getting that new wave. I mean, I remember the first time I ever heard Draco. It was actually my ex-boyfriend that put me on the Draco.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
And he was like, you know, listen to this nigga, na.
Hey, bring me that food.
And after I listened to him, I'm like, hold on, this is some completely different shit. And it just opened my mind and myself to like a whole different wave. And then I remember when I met you. You don't remember Greedo that night. We always talk about how you don't remember that night in the studio with Jay Nari and them. And just the first time ever hearing you, the first time I ever heard was Mafia Business. The homegirl played it for me, right? And she was like, listen to this shit. I'm like, this shit's so hard. Following weekend, I go to the studio with Jay Nari. Greedo's there. So I'm hearing the name and I'm asking her, I'm like, is this the nigga that you just put? She's like, bitch, you don't never know nobody. Like one of those types of things. But it definitely was a culture shock for different cities when you guys like introduced that whole new wave. And I feel like niggas need to give LA and West Coast culture more credit for that wave. Because it definitely paved the way for a lot of the music that people are making today.
Oh,
For sure. Like in different states,
Yeah.
everywhere. Like there's Greedos in Africa, there's Dracos in Mexico. Like I just feel like there's
It's like the gangs. It's
Exactly.
like different franchises. all over,
exactly it's different
yeah.
franchises type shit.
Yeah, we like it though.
Yeah, we do. We
like
love
it.
it.
I don't shit on people that are similar or do it. Admit that they did get something from it. Sometimes it just happens to be similar. We like some of the same shit, but I try to work with them and shit.
For the first time.
We try to get Draco to stop. At first, he was kind of shitting on people at first. He almost didn't even deal with Shoreline. And then we were like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And it was almost tricky between me and Draco. Not literally just me and him, but he was friends with a hood that doesn't specifically enjoy my presence. And I didn't give a fuck. I'm crazy, so I was like, shit. Part of me is like, ain't nobody gonna do a motherfucking thing. I do that one.
I think we all live in that part.
How much do you think the politics has kind of kept LA behind?
Ooh, good question, because I know it has.
I don't even think it's just a politics, it's just a mentality out here. It's dumb. And I wish it was better. I'm from here, you know what I mean? It's dumb. That's why dumb shit going on. It's just a dumb ass place, you know what I'm saying? I love the people here and I try to do what I can do to help. And I also don't give a fuck about helping that much. Ain't no motherfucking, what do you call those people like that want to save the world.
Right. But I honestly could say, Greedo, out of a lot of the LA rappers, you show a lot of love. There's so many niggas that have features with you, just like off the organic strength. I think you do definitely don't be like funny acting in that sense. You really do show love to everybody that's came before you or, I mean, after you, whatever. And I think people expect niggas like of your caliber and your prestige not to do shit like that, but, you know.
Good Ramonas from Gardena, you know. But
Yeah, I remember when 03 Flow was like going crazy in the city and you were locked up. I was like very curious.
I couldn't even hear it at the time. That was crazy.
I was very curious to like get your reaction. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I remember interviewing Wally, and I was like, "Yo, what does Greedo think of this?" You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, "Oh, he's trying to remix this from jail." And I was like, "Oh, it's lit."
I did.
Yeah. And so it was just like he played it for me early. You know what I'm saying?
Was it?
I'm gonna have to try it.
And it seems like you guys have had a great relationship ever since, you and Wally.
Yeah, he drummer game for life.
That's fine.
He made me feel like the man. I remember I heard that shit in the club one time. Because I never heard it that much. I heard it before it came out. Because, of course, they wanted to see if I approved of it.
Yeah.
And it meant the world to me then. But when it came out, I couldn't hear it. It's kind of hard to get to, like, phones and shit in Texas, yeah. By the time I actually heard it was already huge, so that was amazing. I remember I was in the club when I first came home and seeing how the world reacted to it, it made me cry in that motherfucker. That shit was amazing. I was like, damn, this is like a movie.
Now that it's been like 18 months, like how do you feel like what's different about the world in your opinion from when you went in?
Let me take a bite for this one. Oh shit. Y'all better not be getting that ASMR of me chewing and shit, but everything. We definitely in the future. Technology-wise, they whisper about aliens out here and shit, everything. But motherfuckers are like in a mental recession. When I say that, it's like they doing worse in their head. Because I remember when it was a recession, it looked like people was living worse. Niggas, motherfuckers, didn't own a liquor designer back then. These motherfuckers just changing like what they feel like costs a lot and what don't. But it's a lot of bums. A lot of bums, a lot of angry girls.
Do you think it's just like technology like has made people just angry and
I don't know what made them angry because I use technology just to get rich. They just weird. I think just failure. Fear of failure. Motherfuckers failing because they so scared to fail later. They just failing early. At least fail on time, stupid ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? The fuck wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Nobody got no nuts. You don't know more. It's like nobody taking the risk. We're the Tyler, the creators and shit. We're the K-Dots.
I think you get rewarded a lot of the time by copying because it's like the algorithm makes it so it's like recommended if you like, and then an artist that's just liked
Similar artists. It's literally
you're on the
artist
playlist.
profile.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You scroll all the way down, it'll say
Right.
similar artists, and then
And it goes by
Hey,
city
man.
too. It goes by city a lot of the times too.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. So soft. Oh my God. Shout out to Ramonas all my life. It's been amazing.
Didn't you used to stay out near Gardena?
Gardena. You go right down the street and go Rosecrans, and you're in Compton and the Nellis where I used to live. You go right up the street again and you in the hood. It's my little triangle office. You know, these three cities are the biggest reason why I want nobody to play with me. You know what I'm saying? But it's not even to be tough. I was just hella loved, but I was definitely tough before. I'm not tough at all no more. I'm a bitch ass nigga. I'm sorry. I'm old. But yeah, this like some of my stomping grounds. I never believed in shit nowhere. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna make it. Like whether it was music, drugs, whatever. Winning off a female. A lot of my life I was just winning off of a female. Not even like literally pimping her, but like sleeping with her to live in her house and use her car. All around the world.
Did you ever have like doubts that you'd end up here?
Right.
Here.
Eating Ramones?
Living the life that you
Yeah.
deserve.
No. I mean, living legend tatted on my face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you told me that, right? You got it like 2013.
Yeah. I don't know what year, but it was
What were you doing when you got that tattooed?
snorting coke, recording songs.
This is when you were Greedy Giddy.
I don't know which one I was at. Y'all don't know. Yeah.
Some old school throwback name.
Somebody else.
Jeff, I want to ask you, like, we're talking off camera about those, like, 10 days, it felt like, maybe it was a little bit more, but when Drakeo and Greedo were home, you were around a lot, obviously. Like, just tell me about your perspective, how that, like, that very short period of time has, like, there's still ripples of that going on today.
Well, I think in terms of like, your sounds are so different. So I feel like there's like two split kind of subgenres that almost split out from that, right? There's like a genre of people that sound like Drakeo, that kind of either, whether it's the beat selection, whether it's the lingo,
Flow flamming, nigga, I be flow flamming.
whether it's like the way he mumbled when he talked.
You know this shit, right?
And then I think you brought, I almost think you're like a master synthesist, like kind of in the way that like you took all these different sounds like and put it in a gumbo almost and kind of made it its own kind of singular thing, you know. But I never was around the two of you at the same time actually, because like I interviewed Drakeo right when he got out the first time, or you know, right when he was recording Cold Devil. I think Cold Devil like hadn't been out yet, but they sent me the SoundCloud link. They're like, we're putting it out in like 2 days, and I was like listening on the way over. Yeah, and it was like all Sting Team there. Like I think in the house in the 30s somewhere, and then then he called me from jail, and I was like, "What the fuck? I was still right. I went away. Like basically, I interviewed him. I went away to write the story.
Yeah,
and I get a call from jail.
Yeah,
That's how it was for me too.
Yeah, and then I don't know. You guys shot the Out the Slums on Rodeo. You guys shot that?
Oh, Christmas. I got out on Christmas. Eve, and we shot it on Christmas. I went to drop my daughter off some gifts. So every time you think about your favorite Christmas song, Out the Slums, nigga.
And you're wearing like
Cold Devil's the Christmas album.
it is.
Everybody, and you know, everybody be saying like,
everybody
since I came home, I've been on like my fashion shit. Like, if you look at the Out the Slums video, this is before any other rappers, any like urban looking nigga. I had on like the damn near thigh high D square moon boots. You know what I'm saying? With the Kooples, goddamn Wolf, goddamn with the Pharrell G-Stars on, like, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them, like, nigga.
Well, before you went in, I think we were in Bloomingdale's or whatever. We were in Bloomingdale's.
Were we? I don't know.
It was the mall. Yeah, I think it was.
I was Blitz back then.
Yeah, you were very high.
That's how he was when
he
I
went into
That's
Starbucks.
why he don't remember.
He went into Starbucks.
Oh yeah, I think I picked him up one day. I was getting high in the car with him. I'm like, I thought he probably scared as fuck. Or
No, that's fine.
he was like, okay, just bust it out. And yeah, man. So anyway, because they
yeah.
like,
Just seen some blow.
It was definitely regular, but not normal. But the funniest shit was he orders like a Starbucks like Frappuccino and then goes in the bathroom for 20 minutes and the shit is like fucking decomposing right in front of him. What the fuck is No, but he was always very generous. Yeah, he went into the studio, we went to Mustard's studio, and he was very
you went with me to Mustard Studio?
I went with you to Mustard Studio. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And then you were freestyling the whole time, which was crazy.
Yeah, I freestyled that album.
The whole album, yeah. And but it was like the song that I heard. I forgot what song it is off the top of my head, but the song that I heard, like they only took like a minute and a half, but it was like a 5-minute freestyle.
Right.
Yeah. So he was really going in, and.
Well, I've seen him make some crazy shit too. That night you was in the studio with Valet, you made some crazy shit.
He brought
never dropped
all
that
kinds
song.
of weed. You brought weed. You bought sativa. You bought indica, and champagne. It was for everyone. Like whatever it was that time new. I was like, Greedo's a gentleman.
Yeah, he is. He's not stingy.
Would you ever like work with Mustard again?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have. We have more shit. We have more shit. I actually even I worked on his album with him. He just didn't make the final cut.
Okay.
But I submitted some songs for that album. I think it's just the direction of the theme of that album.
Yeah. It got
Was
more
more-
personal. It seemed like, yeah.
Yeah, I love Mustard.
Yeah.
He's a legend. I couldn't wait to work with him when I finally did. So nothing, no matter what, will ever make me. Nothing outrides my career. Nothing outrides like what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like another gang or someone that's not in the game. Like nigga, I'm from Great Street. I don't give a fuck what nobody's up.
Yeah.
I love being wrong and telling niggas so what. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
Is there a dream collaboration that you've ever had?
Lana Del Rey, of course. I've always said that.
Oh my God.
What is it about Lana that you like? You sampled her pretty early on. It's a great sample.
I feel like Lana Del Rey or Rihanna, we sound the same in so many ways. And maybe it's because I'm just so like good at studying melodies, because they're all like melodies I got from someone else mixed with mine. But me and Rihanna's my favorite singer in the world, like, forever. Now, I don't know flirtation singer. I've never like act like I was attracted to her, but she's my favorite singer. I feel like we sound the same. I just think I don't release a lot of my greats singing songs until now. I'm about to. Because I think, like, if you think about White Lies is kind of going viral right now. It's like the old good singing Greedo. But then you drop Nervous Music with Horse Greedo, and everybody like, oh, hell yeah, that's the fuck I want. And I'm like,
I feel like it just takes us back to a time.
Yeah.
You know, and it's that like nostalgia factor, and it's like, oh, here he goes, he's back on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That we all kind of want to hear.
I guess because of my story, it's like when you hear Horse Greedo, it's like, he been recording so much, he can't even talk, nigga. Damn, nigga. He's still going in.
Yeah.
But you really naturally have a raspy voice, though, a little.
No, I don't. I don't know how my shit got fucked up now. My shit always been
Was it like that before?
Marvin the Martian. Like, my shit always been like, and then once I got a little older, it got a little scratch to it. But
Yeah. I've always.
probably just drug use or whatever.
Yeah, blunts.
Smoking and shit.
There is a growing tendency to think of man as a rational thinking being, which is absurd.
How is it working with Kaytranada Mach-Hommy? How is it working with them? Because that's some legendary shit.
Yeah, we like on a lot of top 10 lists for the song of the year and shit too this year.
Yeah.
With that song. It's amazing. Me and Mach-Hommy got a lot of songs. I actually got to call him later. I was supposed to call him yesterday. We usually get on the phone for a couple hours and just kind of like game plan shit. I like to deal with people who are kind of like making their name or making money outside of the industry's like tradition, like Larry Jones, and I was with Spitter when I was in Louisiana, and just soak up game and just, well, Spitter's just funny as fuck, you know what I'm saying? So smoking with him was like kind of like Snoop worthy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That was
for
fun.
sure.
Yeah, I asked Wiz Khalifa once, I go, who's the wisest person you ever met? And he just like, he just goes, Spitter.
Man, he don't give a fuck what you talking about. Like, if he offends you, not really offends you, but like, he'll be like, nah, nigga. He don't, like, it's hella cool hanging with him. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like instant, like, seem like y'all been to each other.
How'd you link up with Mach in the first place? Because a lot of people, I mean, it makes sense, but a lot of people would say that.
And he don't mess
sound-
with everybody.
I don't
either.
know. I think Picasso,
Yeah, I think
but I don't
Picasso.
know. I don't know how we linked, but I know Picasso put the
Put it
word
together.
in.
Shout out to
With it.
Picasso.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about Doom. You shouted out Doom on the first song on Crip I'm Sexy.
Yeah, I'll expose more of that later.
He always got a trick up his sleeve.
Now, some things I just do for the sake of hip hop, and I know like some of my more like lyrical, like, because at a point in time, like you had to kind of rap like a New York nigga. It just ain't time for that right now. The music isn't, the ears aren't for that right now.
I saw a tweet that you tweeted recently, said something like, I feel like sometimes I feel like I let Draco down with like the type of music, you know, I'm making.
Yeah, I have to satisfy this fan base I created just to survive while I was gone. I never even liked doing sing-alongs. It was just, I made the sing-alongs because I had life hanging over my head.
Yeah.
But obviously I rap better than anyone, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, Draco want me to get on the ass.
Yeah.
But I gotta get these checks and blacks. But Draco want me to every now and then spank some, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's frustrating because I don't want to make street music no more, but I know every time I hear like a Draco song come up on my algorithm, I'm like, damn. Yo, the studio
There you go.
spank some.
He's there when you least expect it.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like we're talking about Out the Slums. I feel that's like one of your great, like, rap verses.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Nintendo's
One of my
you-
favorite
you-
songs
you
of all
freestyle
time.
No, hell no, because he spanked me on Honey and I freestyle. Wrote that one. Like, you ain't writing this shit, bitch ass nigga. Hold on.
Let it write. Right ass nigga. Long live Draco, man.
Going like more towards like the singing songs, like you have the songs like If I Part 2 and stuff like that. I'm curious to know like what kind of messages maybe you've gotten from those songs of like people telling you like, yo, this song held me down in dark place or.
And you know what's crazy? The people that be hitting me up saying like, "Oh, your music got me through shit," they're never talking about a sad, like a song that's talking about life. They be like,
The turn shit.
"Babysit, nigga." I'm like, how did that get you?
That got me through that night. Hit that shit.
What did it get? What do you mean?
I mean,
Oh, that floating, man. I've been through some shit. It's about being high as fuck. What do you mean? Like,
Hey, left them stinking got me through some shit.
right, I'm telling you, it's like,
I listened to Molly.
but I think it's those moments, like, especially like my angry era, I think that's my favorite part, because I had some shit to get off my chest, like on Purple Summer 3 and Money Changed Everything.
Yeah, I love that.
So a lot of people, they be like, man, that's sliding, boy.
Yeah.
Lay shit down. Hey, I don't know anything. I don't even sing that. I'm not him. Yeah. You tripping.
But there's some, like, you know what song is one of my personal favorites of yours is Getting Ready. That song is like a really well-written song.
That shit goes crazy at the shows.
Yeah.
I always wanted to know what twisting the lens on my camera. Such a fire song, but it's just about like that's like a twisting the lens on my camera.
Mustard. He, what do you call it? Like, he sequenced the album how he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So the versions that you have of some songs are just like, I think he liked that hook so much. He like fuck, like, you know, keeping the verses like, well, that was his little genius idea.
Yeah.
So in terms of like the new tape that you just dropped, Hella Greedy, is like a collaboration with you and
That's an
Hella?
album.
Okay.
That's
Album.
an album. My tape is Crip I'm Sexy.
Yeah, album. Excuse me.
Yeah. Did y'all see that? It's an album.
It's an album. It's not a tape.
Yeah.
Not afraid anymore.
As far as that goes, what direction did you take with those songs? Because they're a lot different than what we're used to with you, but I absolutely loved the tape. I had to text you like, nigga, you did your shit from beginning to end because the tape was amazing. Like Devil Off of Me, Hard as Fuck, Move Part 2, Tear It Off. So like, what was your direction? Because we got ass-shaking songs on there, and then Devil Off of Me is kind of like, more like you kind of repenting for everything you did in the past and being appreciative of where you are
Tell
now.
that nigga come in here. The nigga with the shoes. Yeah.
So like, where do you feel like you were going with the direction of the new album?
It's a movie. It's really a soundtrack to the Hella Greedy movie, but we ain't finished filming it.
Okay.
So it's in order of the story. And it's basically like a loose, it's kind of based on real life, but it's like the story of when I was going to jail and after.
Okay.
So it like has a story of like when my girl broke my heart.
Yeah.
And then me moving on from there. And then Move Part 2 is like me moving on from this past life of this street shit, because it's basically like everybody got these ideas of what they want from me or expect from me. It's like, nigga, shut your bitch ass up. Nigga, I just did half a decade. I got my whole life planned. I had longer to think about my life plan than anyone. You know what I'm saying? And still come out and be on my path. A lot of people go to jail and come home and it's over. Like Shine or something, like it's like, damn, he didn't get to continue, no disrespect to Sean, but to continue, you know.
His rap dream.
Right.
He's in the government of Belize. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I think that that's just something that a lot of people deal with, because even with Draco, he dealt with that. When he came on, they were saying like, oh, we want the whole Draco, we want this, we want that. And he had to make a song saying like, do you niggas want me in jail? Do you niggas want me killing niggas, terrorizing niggas? Do y'all want me to be in there fighting for my life again for 3.5 years with the conditions he was in? So I don't know what's fucked up about the culture. I think we relate a little too much sometimes to you guys' music in the sense that we want you to continue to be on bullshit so we can get what we need out of it. And that's really selfish as the fans, but we do it like, oh, we greedy, I need you to be on drugs again so you can make these great ass songs.
That's a great theory, but in reality, it's just like people just be saying shit. They don't mean it. You know what I'm saying? Because I already, like, I'm so smart. I did every piece of damage control before I signed.
Right.
So all my music tells every story, every city I've been in, every L I took. But if any nigga says he wants to hold Greedo, well, my autobiography, which is an audio autobiography, which is Purple Summer 1 through 3, is 103 songs and none of them sound the same. Mm-hmm. Some of them is poppy, some of them is straight street, some of them is bassed out, might blow your traditional speakers out, but guess what? If somebody later on, which is now, says they want that old Greedo, bitch, which one? You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, what you mean? Like, nigga, I've been had every style, so it's like, nigga, I don't believe in having a style. Like, not, my name is Greedy, 103 Greedy, 10 Trade Greedy, 103 different flavors of me, 103 different versions. It's a well thought out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Brand, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So people just be saying shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause sometimes people be arguing, but I'm so funny. I mean, like trolling. I'm so funny. I'll say something back, and then we'll be in the DM chopping it up, laughing and shit. I send the tickets to the show. But it ain't that bad. It's like, bro, you ain't. Now I don't respect the street niggas that get on podcasts, cause it's like, I don't go anywhere and be like, check me out, I'm a gangster, you better ask about me. Like, that shit lame. Like, if you know, you know, or if you try it, it's gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? But me going on some camera and trying to portray I don't know, a scary person, it's already voided out once you do that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why I don't get offended, like, by any podcasters or interviewers that do shit. I might check some, but shit, you're supposed to do that.
I just don't get it.
The street dudes, though, it's just like, what do you know?
Yeah,
because they've always had people that do shit like that. It's just hella. Like, you remember when Wendy Williams and Charlamagne were like the menaces, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping about it. Because I don't have no, like, bad shit on my name. It is what it is. I'm not freaky and I ain't total no, so.
Yeah, there's now gonna be no.
Yeah, like, expose me.
Yeah.
I'm probably, like, over sexual with, like, women sometimes, just being a rock star. I try to control that. You don't want to get in any trouble on that, but, like.
Oh yeah, I seen that thing go viral with the girl in Detroit that was feeding out the proposal and all of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that, Greedo, if you can shed some light on that, if you want to. If you want
People
to.
want to know.
I don't recall, but it was.
Okay,
was,
so the girl was backstage.
Yeah.
She
I remember
she
that.
was a meet.
That's AI.
That was AI.
Taking all types of photos.
Yeah, that was AI.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But you didn't do it. You didn't do anything wrong.
No, he didn't do nothing.
Oh no, I didn't do anything at all.
She
Like an app like.
It was just crazy because the proposal came like simultaneously in your face on camera. It was golden. You were like,
Yeah, but that shit was like AI. It was like they had me in some weird little mask and shit.
oh, okay. Y'all need to stop.
They couldn't get, like,
don't
my face
duplicate my
proportion
friend's
right.
face no more. Like, yeah, okay.
Shout out Detroit.
Yeah, shout out to Detroit. Shout out to the couple. I hope you guys.
The couple of shows.
I'm really-
The couple of shows that I did.
Yeah, the couple of shows. Bakersfield being one of them. Shout out.
Who would you want to play you in the movie? If you're like,
Good question.
Oh, the
Matt.
young me? It's a little nigga in my hood that kind of look like me. And then maybe, I don't want no actor that's already out. It's like,
that's a good answer because it never ends well because then you're thinking of that actor.
yeah, I want somebody to be played by like my that character. Like,
Timothy
they
Chalamet.
got a young O3 right there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he done did 10 different movies, bro. Like,
You want him to be a brand new actor.
yeah. Or someone that you just.
Do you
put in
like
classes.
any music biopics? Like,
There were some things in there that aren't my lifestyle, but I like the Queen one. What is it called? Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
The Amy Winehouse one was okay. It was cool. I just love Amy Winehouse. But
Yeah, that was a good one.
I like them. I like a lot of shit. I watch so much different types of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I watch those sometimes.
Being that you're like so into fashion, do you ever see yourself starting like a brand, your own brand?
Yeah, my brand finna drop, but I ain't gonna drop it. You gonna see the way that I release music when I'm done having a deal. Everything is gonna be like real art. Like you have to go out and get it. You can't get it on the apps and shit. You're gonna see what I'm finna do. It's gonna be some shit. It's gonna be Kanye-esque. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be some shit. Cause otherwise it's like they're never gonna take my pop music serious if I don't like fully open up with my creativity and direct my videos and shit.
like what kind of pop music would you want to make that you haven't already made?
I made everything, bro. I made everything. Like, I used to have that Dropbox before I left. There's no way shit fits in the Dropbox now. It's like crazy. And then I just be like, I was on Instagram the other day, and then I had like a random song with DC2 Trill. I forgot I made. That shit was fire. I have to drop my music where it's not an album now because I have too many songs. So certain shit has to come with like only at my fashion show. And if you were there, it'll come to your phone.
Has it been frustrating to kind of be obviously like it's a paradox, right? Because you kind of need a major
What
label.
paradox mean?
Well, it's like a contradiction. Kind of, it's like on one saying like you kind of need a major label, to kind of help you kind of blow up and get, or at least a lot of people did, you know, maybe not as much now, but, and then on the other hand, it's like once you sign to a major label, then you have to play by their rules, and it's kind of, you can't drop whenever you
You don't
want.
gotta play by anybody's rules. Just find a loophole. I do.
Yeah. Well, then can you, like, for an artist
Find
out
a
there,
loophole and show up to work smiling. Hey, what? I can do anything with my YouTube. I remember you said it.
I remember you said that.
or like SoundCloud, I think you have the only SoundCloud projects I've listened to, because I don't really listen to stuff on SoundCloud, but.
There's other people following suit. They'll be there when they find out about the benefits.
But that also has to, like, that also reflects like an ethos on some level where it's like you don't really care about the money from this. You know what I mean? Because obviously you don't get paid the same
Bro,
way.
these people are trying to make music to be able to provide for their family. I'm good on that. I make music because it's hard. Like, bro, over there, JP, that nigga know I be texting them niggas albums for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the niggas, like, just random, like, my friend group, they get, like, random pieces of clothing and random songs from me. Like, if I have a Hermes fucking belt or scarf, and I'm like, yeah, that's fire. It's like a one-on-one, you should have this. And I just give it to people because I feel like that gives it more story. Like, instead of you just leaving it stacked in your house. I want to, like, whenever I'm gone, motherfucker be like, yeah, I got whoop-de-whoop this, vintage this, and this is actually a gift from Greedo. And, you know, it's got bigger value to it.
Were you always like that?
Yeah, I always wanted like a scavenger hunt for everything. Hidden music, hidden videos. I got hidden videos right now. You know, you go on YouTube and type in the right shit, boy. For real? Because, like, who the fuck can tell me anything? I
Which
don't
name
care.
were you going by then?
It might be recent shit. That's what I'm saying. You gotta pay attention to the tweets and shit. It's a scavenger hunt with everything. I love that shit.
The coding
Easter eggs.
things, yeah.
That is like Doom, actually.
You definitely gotta pay close attention to my tweets because that's kind of like the guide to all the shit.
I'm gonna take the first letter of every.
Yeah, every shit like that.
it's
Every
the
shit
Da
like
Vinci
that
Code.
when they think I'm saying like a foul ass joke. They really be like slick shit. My life is like focused on trolling. Like even my car, like I love Aston Martins because that house isn't that where you met me at when we did that interview? Remember the one I got shot up? That I met PNB Rock? I mean that PNB Rock?
Yeah.
The house not there anymore, but
They bulldoze it? Great.
what I was gonna say now? There was something I wanted to tell you about that.
The Ashton.
Oh, the reason I got that is because the girl I lived there with, her father drove a Hyundai Genesis. And he felt like I was like corrupting her life and I was a failure. She did get shot behind me, but she's alive though. But they shot the house up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
But we're cool, we're still great. He drove a Genesis and the logo looked the same. So I was like, nigga, I always like, nigga, that nigga got that fake ass Benz. When I get a Benz, I'm gonna pull up on that nigga and stunt. You feel me? And then I found something that was even beastier than the Benz with the AMG Benz engine. And the logo was similar. I'm like, yeah. I want people to think this is a Genesis every time. So when they walk up, like, what is that, a Genesis? Hell no, you weak ass bitches, a motherfucker, goddamn, come over and go crazy, because fuck him. I don't know why people thought that I was like, especially when I was like right at the tip of the iceberg, thought I was a failure. It's like, nigga, do you know they praising me in the city right now? But you seeing me and I'm still rough around the edges, and you like, this dirty project, nigga.
That was one of the most powerful interviews because you said it was your first interview and then you brought out the candle, Little Money.
Yeah.
And then that was a really powerful moment because you were like, I want him to be there.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah. Do you feel like his spirit is around? Are you like a spiritual person like that where you feel like people that you like loved and were close with, that their spirit's kind of around you?
Yeah, those are the ghosts that haunt you. So you gotta be careful what you do to people. You don't know who'll die the next day. Like one of the biggest ghosts that haunt me is my friend Speedy from Atlanta Grape. When he died, we were like not getting along. And that shit just tears me up every day. Like he was trying to apologize to me and my cocky ass like ain't answering cuz. So, you know, I'm haunted by his ghost, you know, a lot. And then it's hard to get in contact with his family because his mother passed too. And they can't find his sister and shit. So it just be like, damn.
What do you mean when you say you're haunted by the ghosts? Because I know the viewers are gonna want you to elaborate on that. I can't
Like
think
literally.
on that.
Like a movie.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I thought.
Like in
but-
dreams or like actually in visual reminder?
Real life. You know, I be high as fuck. So, you know, I shroom a lot.
Oh yeah.
So
How
I see
was that
shit sometimes.
experience? I've never done it.
I wouldn't advise anybody to do anything they've never done, but it's great for me.
That's actually a Hunter Thompson
Good
quote.
good
That's a
answer.
famous Hunter Thompson quote. He goes, "I would never advise anyone to do drugs, but they've certainly worked for me." Yeah.
Dig that.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies before I ever did Shroom is Great Gatsby.
Okay.
You know,
The original
it
with
goes
Roger
along-
Redford.
No, it goes along with the Love for Lana Del Rey. You
Oh
know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true, right?
With the will you still love me when I'm no
That's my
longer
shit, too.
young and beautiful? Oh, hard. But the colors on that bitch is just way more fire. And I saw that shit in the theaters at the time with this girl. She was like married down there, Maricela or something. She was fire. And she was such a square. And I had caught a gun case at the time. She ran from there. Every time I get a good square girl, I'm like, fuck. But all Shrooms is even better.
What was the first time you ever did shrooms?
I don't know.
Like,
Oh no, I'm still kind of wondering things about shrooms. Like, you know, they say like that's like the most powerful, what they call it, organism on the planet and shit. And that maybe they're finding out this is what's been making the world run
is
and
pretty
shit.
crazy.
Well, they got a new study saying like this is what like kind of fuels the world. Like it's not the water or whatever else.
Yeah.
And they're doing more studies on all types of mushrooms and shit. So I'm still curious if maybe I've been. Who knows? I don't know. I'm more like I just love like shit that's actually from the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit does kind of make me look better and shit. But I don't know. I know it's dope. It's like the euphoria of ecstasy without time. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, because it does make you
Punching your
do
jaw.
that. It does make you do that. I've seen it.
Have you ever done recording, like while you're streaming?
Yeah, I'm always I'm on from
I want to see it when y'all can.
I'm rich and like I'm like a spoiled ass kid, bro. So like I wake up and get to pick which Aston Martin and drive around the beach and just be fucking dazed. You know what I'm saying? And hearing music better than other people and shit like that.
You're like Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's who I am. You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
All right.
What is it about the Bay that you always had such a kinship with?
I'm just a real California nigga. Like, I grew up all over this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a real deal, like, LA, goddamn, Compton, Watts, Gardena, went to church in Inglewood, dug with some niggas in Long Beach sometimes, Sacramento, everywhere in the Bay. Like, I grew up just kind of, like, really, like, getting more out of life. My mom was big on that shit, you know what I mean?
Were you in St. Louis at one point?
Yeah, my mom's from St. Louis. I got to move her back out there because I don't like how it is out here.
What's your favorite place?
No such thing.
That you've
No such
been-
thing as best or favorite. We
No,
got to
no,
delete
to
that.
record.
We got to delete that. I know, but there's no such thing as best or favorite. We got to delete that out the dictionary. Because some days you may feel some way, like when people ask me who's my favorite rapper, that's new. Some days it's Lil Shimmy, some days it's Faulty, some days it's fucking Babyface E, some days it's Skrilla, some days it's my little homies, you know what I'm saying? There is no like, because it's like you have to cancel out so much shit.
Right.
Like my favorite color green, but I like Kelly green, lime green, neon green,
True.
dark green, you know what I'm saying?
So what are some places you like to record music?
I just like to not be home. Like
Yeah.
traveling, you always like got that full circus and shit.
Who was the first musician that made you want to do it, that you heard when you were a kid, that you were just like, this
Stevie
is-
Wonder. The first music I made, heard Stevie Wonder.
your mom played for you?
Yeah,
Where were you living?
LA. And yes, my mom played it for me.
Do you remember how old you were?
I don't know. That's the first song. That's the first music I ever heard.
I wanted
On repeat.
I listened to
You
Phil.
had to listen to music hella different back then, like on tapes. You had to listen to
Yeah,
all
the
day. You couldn't
cassette.
skip a track. It wasn't
I
even
still
an
have that
idea to
shit.
skip a track yet.
Yeah.
And plus you had less of it, so you'd have to listen, you know what I mean? You'd only have like 4 or 5 cassettes or something.
Right.
And then being African American in Los Angeles County in the 90s, it was like hella black. Like it was hella black back then. Like black owned stores and like certain shit was just a part of our culture. Like certain songs, even if it's not a black person that sings it, which be surprising when you see the videos or something shit like, damn, that was a white person.
Yes. What's that
But they're like
song?
black songs. You know
Tina
what I'm
Marie,
saying?
you
No,
talk
not
about
Tina
Phil
Marie.
Collins.
It's
Yeah,
oh my
definitely.
God, I
Even
can't
deeper than
remember.
that, there's so much
It's a
random
girl,
shit.
like
Like,
an
oh,
old 90s song.
notes, yeah.
that was a white guy.
It was a white lady, and I'm like, she was.
Like I think New Shoes.
There's like a play ass song I can't remember. It's a white dude.
Bobby Caldwell.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah,
it's a lot of
songs like that.
Remember,
considered
but
black
the one I'm
songs.
talking about is those girls from the 90s. The girl got the short blonde hair. I'm gonna find it and we're gonna insert the clip. Like, she had the short blonde hair, and it was another girl singing, and she was white. But the whole time, my whole life, I thought she was black.
Tina Marie was white,
Yeah.
but everyone knew Tina Marie was white. That was part of
This
it.
wasn't, this, what was the name of that song? I don't
Well,
know.
that's the point. Let's get off race, because that's touchy.
It was interesting when you mentioned how you like Phil Collins. I never really liked Phil Collins, but like about a year and a half ago, I was like, I don't know if it was In the Air Tonight or some other, but then I heard it and I was like, oh, I get it.
You don't
'Cause they're
hear
like
that?
Greedo.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I heard it. I was like,
You don't hear that
click.
boom, boom, boom,
No,
boom.
I heard
Look,
it. The
that
way you
boom,
sing.
boom, boom, boom. That's
Yeah.
never been that. I can feel it coming down the air. Boom, boom, boom. That's never been. I got that. I took never been from that and like the bounce of the mob music I heard in the baby.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it clicked for me, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. Now I
And
really
the
like Phil
singing where
Collins.
the voice is separate and the drums is big. You know what I'm saying? That's air of the night.
I know you're super tapped into Atlanta. What do you feel about like Young Thug being home and you know?
It's great. I really look up to Young Thug, even though he's younger than me. And we have like somewhat of a relationship or acquaintance or friendship or whatever.
Yeah.
I like his melodies. I like his beat selection, and his fashion is even wackier than mine. Like he'll pull off some wild shit that if I wore it, they'd be like, boy, your ass. He's just amazing. To be alive and be a part of the culture at the same time as him is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys ever spoke? Like,
Yeah. I just talked to Thug. I talked to Thug when I was with Shot the Guy shooting, and Doug was with him in Miami. I was supposed to go to the studio, but prior engagements. Miami's a great place. And also, I'm just weird like that. Like I'll have access to go around certain rappers, and I'm like, I'm gonna be smothering these niggas and making them feel uncomfortable and shit. Like if you think about it, there was never a picture of with me and Dolphin. We were together a lot.
Yeah.
Until
I don't
I
think most people know that.
took my ex-manager to a show to meet Dolph, and he wanted to take a picture, so I just
Yeah.
What was did Dolph like ever give you any like wisdom or game?
Not vocally, mostly just like watching his moves. He was really kind of hella cool. So it's like, hanging with him is not much conversation. It's just like soaking up game. And just like seeing what he did for people like Fizzle and Glock and learning from it, or seeing what he done for his community. Because I still haven't got to that point where I got the money where I can really do the things that I want to do, or open up my like community center, like that's teaching the kids like how to use Fruity Loops, or
That's gonna be
having them like, if y'all graduate with high grades in high school, then you might get a feature with Greedo, give you a hug. Shit like that. I want to do some dope shit like that. I don't want to do shit that I ain't into or don't. I don't give a fuck about all that. Oh, you should do this for charity, like to make shit look good. Like no, nigga, I want to do what I'm into, so that there's passion behind it. If I don't like it, I'm very fucked up. I don't know what the diagnosis is, but I'm fucked up. You hear me? And I'm a spaz. So
Going forward, what are your plans for like? You're not a resolutions person, I assume. Do you have resolutions? You like one of those people?
shit, I'm barely ever home for the holidays. I don't know. I always try to better myself every day, but just more traveling. Tap my whole body, get some weirder jewelry.
What do you
Sure,
want to
why
get started
not?
next?
I'm gonna get Draco.
Okay.
I got PNB and Angus Cloud. So this one is gonna be like a lot of my friends that I look up to or have passed away. I don't only want to get people that pass away because people always give people their flowers when they dead, so it doesn't seem genuine.
Angus, were you friends with Angus Cloud?
Yeah, I was his favorite rapper. He's from Oakland.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
he used to. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's from
I
Oakland.
didn't know.
From
That. Yeah, I knew he was from
Euphoria.
Oakland. I know.
He
He
used
was.
to-
If you're from Oakland.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to tweet
Could
about
have
Greedo.
knocked Dre, but I guess.
Yeah,
was
so
really
he
young.
started DMing me a lot when I was in jail.
Wow.
And we developed a friendship, and it meant the world to me because at the time I was hearing about this buzzing show, and I was watching it on my phone. And then this nigga become my boy, because I obviously want to get into acting and shit too. And then he passed, so it's another Draco moment where it's like, fuck. So yeah, Angus Cloud means the world to me. I'll be in touch with his friends and his family too. I have a song called Angus Cloud Don't Like That I Deserve.
That's cool.
That's dope.
Where do you want to travel next year? What's
I'm trying to go to Spain right now. I just don't be like, people are so mean and I'm not fully committed into anything for real. So it's like, the type of shit I want to do costs a bankroll. So now I'm like, if you be disrespectful, I don't want to be way in paradise arguing. And I don't want to be way in paradise and you not understanding I'm doing shit out the kindness of my heart. And you trying to swipe the card down to where it's like, damn, bitch ass nigga, the other niggas ain't tripping. Like, I know, but I come from a background of pimping hoes and like using women to survive or being in relationships to continue my store runs in the county jail and shit like that. Like, I can't kind of go the other way, but I don't mind doing shit for girls that are cool as shit. I got someone in mind, but it's like, bro, that's gonna be some I can't spend. If I'm gonna spend 10 bands and it's involving a woman, it's gotta be worth it. I'm not saying I'm an anti-trick. I gotta be a trick when I get money, you feel me? I never thought I'd see the day. Got a trick though, but I'm trying to find a girl to get tricked on. Y'all always talk too fucking much. Y'all don't even get past the fucking freeway.
What is it that
bro,
you
that shit be
like?
breaking my heart. It's like, yeah, because I'm just some special angel came to help you. Turn your life up for a week or two. You trying to shit on me. What are you doing? You can't shit on me. I'm richer than your fucking whole family tree, but I just want to kiss. Like, hoes don't even kiss. Y'all niggas fucked that up. Y'all niggas fucked that up, though.
They did.
Y'all niggas fucked that up. Because I'm institutionalized. I won't hide it. But I like affection, bro. I got to sleep in the bunk by myself for a large period of my adult life. I want to hug on something. I want to rub on something. You know what I'm saying? I want to kiss something. I want to smell them perfume. I got this girl shit in my shower and don't even know girl live with me because when you get in there, jump in there. Something to taste it all. I want to eat it up. You know what I'm saying? Clean this. Yeah.
What is it that you look for like in a female? What is it that you
Nothing.
like?
I don't have no type. I like all type of women, but I just want some peace, bro. Like, goddamn, shut the fuck up and enjoy this shit, bro. Like, goddamn. It's just so many people that can't accept fame or fortune. They like, oh, you got everything you want, you don't need me, or oh, you ain't gotta pick it up and throw it in my face. You can have the shit back. Like, I have not said a word, bitch. I asked you what song. What? And that's why I mean, like, people is just like fake and delusional. It's like, nigga, I be around normal folks. Like, I've picked people out in my life that keep me peaceful. So if you're pissing me off, there's something you're doing, bro. I'm not on like the crazy drugs anymore.
Yeah, what's your vision of happiness? What does that look like for you?
I ain't gotta have a vision of it. I'm happy as fuck. I'm happy as hell. Even if this weak ass parole ever locks me up again, like, I'm so set. Like, I set this shit up so perfectly. I hope people start to take my blueprint.
How would you describe your blueprint?
Never fall, never be. Does hip hop still exist in 2025?
It does, but like in 12 different ways. You know what I mean? Like, it depends it's splintered in so many ways where I think like there's a lot of internet rap that I listen to that I mostly dislike, but like it's not like I'll start listening to it for the things that I felt like there was a moment, I want to say like 2012, right, when people would be shitting on like mumble rap, right, or whatever it was, and a lot of it was great. Or 2014, maybe like Migos, they call them up a Thug, Future, who are all like incredible generational talents, but people, like a lot of people just left it, right? They're just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna go listen to hip hop anymore. Like it left me, I didn't leave hip hop. But that's not true, like that still is. And now I think you have a lot of kids that are making music that it's kind of like emo punk, pop punk or something. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the equivalent of what Good Charlotte was, or
so, not to shit on anything anyone does, but the gatekeepers, in a sense, even though like the younger generation don't care, the hip hop old heads. I'm sorry to call you old heads,
but yeah,
the hip hop old heads. Is this still what they approve of?
Of what exactly?
Hip hop culture altogether. The dressing, the deliveries, the lyrics. The producers of the time.
I think.
Is this still?
I mean, I think.
Is it still something, or did they do what they did to the Jordan Projects to hip hop? Did they gentrify it?
I think there's truth to that.
There's no FUBU, there's no Rockaware of today, but there is us wearing the shit that we never had before, which I love it. I'm in the fashion world too, so I hate to contradict myself, but there is no. I mean, shout out to Coster. But he's not an artist. There is no brand by an artist that we love because it's a piece of hip hop like we did with Rockaware, or even Sean John. You know, whatever's in Mr. Combs' situation, I'm not here to kick him while he down or to have an opinion about it. I don't have nothing to do with it. I'm friends with his sons, so I'm not gonna be disrespectful about it. But we don't have that, so. I'm asking, not saying that I have the for sure answer, I'm on the fence about it. I already told you we can't get beat. We can't get 106 in Park. We can't get TRL. We can't get on the radio like that. Or they might say, yeah, we'll get you on satellite radio or something like that. So our videos don't play. We can't really get any pub money. Is it still hip hop?
Well, I mean, I think there's a thing about hip hop, right? Started as a subculture of resistance, right? It's against the grain, it's against the mainstream. It never got play. That was the whole point of hip hop, right? And then I think you can see these waves, right, where it went from who gives a fuck about a goddamn Grammy to all of a sudden, why am I not getting a Grammy? They should give me all these Grammys, and it's why do you want?
Well, first of all, let's stop that.
But it's true.
Let's stop that. Grammys will always fucking matter. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on who.
It doesn't matter.
But
it doesn't matter if they're not right? Because let's say whoever votes changes, which I mean people have to die or people have to retire. You know what I'm saying? And there's a new staff over there, and then the people that deserve the Grammys start getting the Grammys. What are we gonna be like? Yeah, this is cool, but it's like a bubble trophy for LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
But whenever the best artist in rap, once in a blue moon, a great artist will get a Grammy. But
but that's what makes us want it. Me being 03 and having 0 Grammys and knowing Kendrick has 17 makes me want it because it's well, what do I need to do to be classified that? But it's not even from a hating point. It's from damn, even though this is my peer. I mean, I can find something to look up to out of everyone, but at the end of the day, if I wanted to say, no, I'm the king of LA over Kendrick, I just technically can't because he's got 17 Grammys.
Yeah, but it's such a flawed institution where there used to be a Source Awards, right?
Yeah, but there's people today trying to discredit Jordan. Doesn't fucking matter. He's still Jordan. I'm still got those 211s that nigga just
But see, I would argue that is an objective reality, right? Because Jordan had to go up against one-on-one against
Jordan's still the best, not because of basketball, though. I'm talking culture.
She's in the brand, yeah. She's wearing the Jordan brand.
I'm telling you, my daughter has never seen Jordan play. I barely saw Jordan play. She got to have him just like I got. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like by the time I got to make it to the stage, it wasn't even what I was working towards trying to be.
But I would argue that's in all facets of society, right? Where it's
what's that mean? You're a writer. Stop these words. I'm very pretentious. So anyway, I'm still pretentious.
They didn't understand what.
What's up, Free?
Yeah, but you're right.
Why they be making these little ass shirts? I need to come out with my brand. It look like we got the same ones on. Goddamn, come on, Celine.
Vic is on the radio. Vic is actually on the radio. He's an institution of power, unlike me, who's just kind of on the fringes of society.
No, but even to that point, I love being on radio, but my original goal was to be a writer, for LA Times or Complex, or I just wanted to be one of those poppin' bloggers. But by the time I made it, all that shit fell apart. And it's bro, I got paid $300 to write a story about
Right, so you feel me
that I put my heart and soul into.
I have a book coming out next year, right?
You know what I'm saying?
And it's
you gotta plug the book.
It's cool, but waiting for Britney Spears.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm gonna ask you afterwards.
Wow.
Waiting for Britney Spears. Coming out June 2025.
Is it really coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out. But no, but that's the point. Is I love my publisher. I'm excited to put it out, but at the same time, you're nobody reads. So it's you live your own life.
Oh yes, I do. Okay, listen. Let me say this for the camera, because this is so crazy. Okay, let me tell you something about this country that I'm from. Because a lot of you people don't use your brain. Not saying Jeff, but a lot of people don't use your brain. When my label, I'll be wanting to put all my music on the package books and shit. And they're oh yeah, my nigga. The majority of the urban community is incarcerated, is related to someone who's incarcerated, or sad to say will be incarcerated. To be a black or a Mexican mother in Los Angeles is the craziest shit because you may have to bury your son. So it's crazy that people think that we don't read. I'm very educated and I've been dropped out of school. It's because all I fucking do is read in jail. So I can't wait to get your book. I love books that I can relate to more than just Brainiac shit. I like, biographies. My favorite shit was Mike Tyson's Undisputed Truth or the Ray Charles one because niggas driving cars while he's blind. Makes you wonder how much of this is Ray Charles, the character for the fans, and how much of this is really, and that's what made me even present who I was. And even The Perfect Day to Boss Up, Rick Ross, or 50 Cent, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. I love to read books from people that I relate to, so just take that back. People don't read. Yes, they do.
But I'm saying like fiction. Nobody reads fiction.
People read, bro. People read fiction, especially people in jail. Oh my God, let me tell you about these niggas. They got every urban novel.
I don't think they're gonna read my book.
I
would love
Listen,
them
let me tell
to
y'all
read
about
my book
fiction.
in
Let me
jail.
tell y'all about fiction in the county jail. These niggas is reading urban novels and becoming drug lords by the time we go to trial. They're walking down this motherfucker ready to shank shit and spank shit. Hey man, listen. People do read, and if they don't,
Not kids.
let me be the voice to the audio book on your shit.
I would love
Actually be legendary.
Be the next Morgan
No.
Freeman.
I gotta see what this book is about. The title got me scared though. But look, let's focus on this because these podcasts are not about hip hop. So look,
Yeah.
does it break your heart that like some of your partners that rap or are coming up that you believe in think that, hey nigga, you my friend, play my shit on the radio? Does it break your heart that like, nigga, I can't just, bro? What do you think?
Yeah. No, I mean it's like, you know, you hear the hottest song and then you know it's like, okay, I can push for this, but maybe in 3 or 4 months when they get signed by a label and then, you know, a label can push it, you know, to the right avenues, then it'll get played. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's especially like the rotation, even learning the whole rotation, you know, concept at a radio station is like, okay, yeah, this song might be cool, so we're gonna play it 2 times a day and see if people react to it. And it's like, well, if you're playing it 2 times a day, how do you expect to really get like results and people really like liking it, right? You know, so and it's like, and everything with like, you know, the station is like safe. So you want to do, you know, we know that this artist, you know, let's say right now Kendrick, everybody's listening to him. So we're gonna put these songs in rotation. So yeah, it's like I wish, you know, it's like you can just like during your own show.
It don't
can
even
play your
always
own
work
music.
like that though.
Yeah.
Because not even to focus on the station that you work in.
Yeah.
Or even this era, so
Yeah.
completely remove you.
Yeah.
Every rapper I know knows me because a bitch played me. Like, every rapper that's not from here.
Yeah.
Still to this day, it's a million motherfuckers playing 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because of the setup from when they brought those Tupac comments into my career or what. But they don't play 3. I don't mind. I'm rich. I don't care. I'm richer than everybody that works there. Don't give a fuck. But it's a bit strange. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one thing that all the upcoming artists, you have to know. You've got to be prepared because you don't know which side you're going to be on. They got people where they allow them to play ball completely, and then they got artists where they like, you get your little money, but you better not fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't think for the other people. But this is a conversation that needs to be had. What's going on? Why is there no Draco on the radio?
Absolutely, at this point.
Like, let's remove 03
Yeah.
in Southern California. How is there no Draco on the radio?
And from what I know, it's like you gotta essentially kind of collaborate with the song, with the artist that's already established already, so it's safer. It's like safe bets, right? So it's like when
I guess they had no song with Drake.
That song was getting played. I didn't even work there. I remember it.
It did get a little bit.
It got
but not
played.
as much as it would have otherwise because he didn't have the money behind it. Because what
Yeah,
I've been told, so I got into a fight with 2 undisclosed radio DJs from LA.
I'm not in
6,
it.
7 years ago.
My name's
Undisclosed.
been in it, I'm not
No,
in it.
they're nice guys. I don't have any power.
Yeah.
We got into a fight over. I wrote a column for LA Weekly back when it existed about why does LA radio? Because I went to Atlanta. And then you hear everything in Atlanta on the radio, or at least you did, like, I want to say 20.
Bro, Atlanta's so dope, they played the club on the radio.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
like, we over here at Mansion
Yeah.
tonight. And they
Yeah.
playing the club.
And I was like, why doesn't LA do that? And then I wrote like an essay, and then all the DJs got mad at me, and a couple of DJs actually reached out and they're like, actually, you're right, you know? And
we gotta make California fun again.
Yeah. Well, things are changing a little bit. I mean, even with like the, you know, us being up there.
Yeah,
it's
that
like
is-
there's some influence. You know what I'm saying, that
Right.
we can go.
The
and be
community
like, yo,
thing is
you know,
good.
this song is going crazy right now, and we have like, you know, the right DJs in place. We have charisma.
Why are they not playing hot shit that's not even from California? Do they listen to like shit that's... I don't understand that shit. They don't play no Detroit music like that either.
No, we were playing some Boss Man D-Lo for a minute, but then it's also like, dude, we love it. We're super hip hop enthusiasts. It's like radio's catering to like the everyday person.
But that's them making it that way. Like, it's not
Yeah.
them. That's
Well,
not somebody gotta stop. Hold on. That's what they gotta stop that shit.
Yeah.
Y'all not catering to shit. This ain't the fan base, nigga. Like, y'all forcing them to go with this program. It's not like, oh, yeah, they don't listen to Boss Man D-Lo in LA, so what the fuck are you talking about? Everything that's trending, nigga, they're off Skillet, baby. They're off goddamn Tay B, they're off Babyface. Rio just came home. Like, nigga, LA don't ever celebrate niggas coming home like they used to. Like, oh man, they just free Rio. They just free, don't think how to play this. They did that for me, but like, nigga, like, bro, we gotta do something better for you.
That was always my argument and I think this is, they would like be like, oh, well, we test this, we test that, and I was like, like the Baker Boys when they were on Power 106 in like the 90s, right? They were just two guys from Bakersfield, and they would play whatever they wanted. And people liked it because they just heard it for the first time and it stuck, right? Like it would be shit like you.
This should be after school.
They would play like
that's
Dre, but then they play like Diggable Planets.
Even like people like Sally Phil used to play shit late at night. Like, oh no, they gotta say the radio, bro.
But like people would like it, and then they would like it because it would get played. And now it's just conservative. But I would say this is the same reason why all facets, like why does rap whatever playlist not get kind of the attention? Like it's always whatever the mainstream is kind of pushing at the moment because they have consolidated. Like the major labels do have a strength.
That's the thing.
What do you think is the secret reason they don't show videos on television?
They don't get the ratings, I don't think.
That's cap.
I think because
that's cap. That is cap.
Yeah, because
that is cap. That is cap. That is cap, man. Even if they don't, bro, there's certain shit that's a necessity. It's like, oh yeah, that commercial doesn't air much. We're gonna stop doing commercials. Like, bro, no, nigga, you gotta have commercials.
But they had. I mean, to be fair, Puffy's like whole station was.
Yeah, and of course that's all. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they figure people don't want this because if they want to watch a video, they can pull it up on their phone in 2 seconds. That's the only thing I think
because that takes away from randomly discovering music. They're destroying music. When they put the word business behind it, that's why I do music that has nothing to do with business and just throw it out there because I'll lose who I am. I'm not a fucking anyone else. I fucking make music. I have to make music. I'll fucking croak. You hear me?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing I can do but make music.
Like I'm not defending that because I agree with you, but like as somebody that has like run a website for a long time, right? Our website could like when you prioritize music discovery of an artist that you don't know, people don't want to click on that because they're like, I don't know this. There's less people that are adventurous, even though for me and you and everyone here, I want to know. I listen to satellite radio or something because I'm like, they'll at least play something I don't know.
My whole channel is built. My actual YouTube channel, Free World Order, is built around the beginning of people's artistry before they become famous. Yeah, that's the whole point of it, is to enlighten people on people they don't want to know, like they don't know about.
And I'm saying like for somebody like, let's say A$AP Rocky drops a new album or something, right? Like that is what let's say the media, right? That's what a magazine is gonna. If they're gonna pay for anything, they're gonna pay for you're going to Fashion Week at A$AP Rocky, right? Even though maybe Rocky's he's obviously a huge star, but maybe he's not as interesting as he was when he dropped in Peso or whatever. Yeah. And I think it's a lot of that is just people just don't want to take risks because I think it's not. If you look at it like let's say Coachella. Right, Coachella used to be really like wild and adventurous,
and all that. Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, who's the Spotify top streaming?
It's about like what I always hear the phrase is like casting the widest net.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So as many people as possible are gonna know this song, and that's sort of the surest or safest bet. And then also we kind of suffer from the fact that we're in the second biggest media market. That it's like a major company is going to always bank on the biggest money producers, right? So that's LA and New York. So they don't want to take risks with their biggest product. You know what I'm saying? That's like throwing everything, you know.
But then they be taking risks with bullshit, though. Yeah. There's always some shit they just throw out there, and it's like, I'm not ever taking from these people. I think it's good. But is it great? Like, bro, the way that people live their lives in the whole country, but mostly out here in Portland, and New Mexico, Arizona, Seattle. Me, Draco, and Ojeezy presented that the way that they dress and talking. Niggas starting to get foreign cars, like
just to crash them.
You feel me? Coupe abusers, like, what do you mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's been happening for a while because I know you're a big Boosie fan, and I went out and covered his murder trial in 2012, right? So I went out to Louisiana and Baton Rouge, which did you end up going to Baton Rouge?
I went to New Orleans. I haven't been to
Baton Rouge is a wild place, right? Probably the wildest place I've ever been in. Like, I go out there my first day. I was friends with the DJ at the radio station, and they brought me in. And like, this is at the tail end of when they were Gates blew up because of the local radio station. You had like Racked Up Ready was all these like random Level, all the Mouse they were playing that on the radio station, which is amazing. But it was already shifting, right? Because it got bought up. And I remember the head of the program director was like an older white dude. And he looks at me, he goes, "They're killing our station slowly," because they couldn't play local Baton Rouge music. And if you think about it, well, look at the last 10 years of Baton Rouge rap. Of course, you have Young Boy, But other than YoungBoy, they're used to create like this world of artists because they would get big locally, then they would get big all over the state of Louisiana.
Right.
And I think they did that. The LA artists, I think they should have done that. And I think it kept them smaller because once you're that big, like locally, statewide, then it just spreads on its own because people start telling, people start posting videos. It just goes viral.
Do you guys think that a lot of why they don't play artists like that is because of the lifestyle that they live?
Because they play for Atlanta though, or like
out
New
here
York
in
Trail,
Cali?
they play.
Like you work at the radio station. Like why do you think that they never played Draco? Really, besides the "Talk to Me" song that has like a big feature on it, because he has other songs with big features as well. So
Yeah.
what do you think?
I
the
mean,
reason is?
I wasn't there at that moment, but the only reason I could think is like sometimes there's no. It's a lot more normal than we realize sometimes. It's like it should be a meritocracy, like just the best things get on, but also
Right.
it's like, did Draco, and I don't know because I wasn't there, did Draco ever make a concerted effort to build a relationship with the station
Gotcha.
and the program director and shake his
guessing
hand
no.
and you know what I'm saying?
Guessing no.
It's kind of that.
But I feel like you shouldn't have. I get what you're saying, and
Yeah.
I understand it.
You shouldn't
but I feel
have to,
like you
but
shouldn't
it's-
have to when the talent is why you're here.
Yeah.
Niggas need, like, people need to understand that we are watching rappers in real time express their lives in front of us, but they're doing what they're supposed to do. Whatever they just choose to do on their outside life doesn't matter to the music. And I think that's why we, like what you said, Jeff, like the Grammys thing. I got what you were saying, like people that you feel like are deserved in that spot are not getting it based off of like the people behind the cameras and their personal opinions. It's a lot of personal opinions, and that's why a lot of the rappers like Greedo and Draco and rappers like that, it's hard for them to succeed because they're always worried about, well, did he go to jail? Did he do this? Did he do that? It's not about that.
I mean,
We love them because of the music. So I get what you're saying, but I feel like he was very much so talented enough to where he didn't need to make a relationship to play the
Sometimes
music.
it's not even like the song has to be so great. It's
Right.
like sometimes like a nigga presence is so big.
Exactly.
Draco not being on the radio is just disrespectful to itself. Like LA disrespecting itself doing that.
Exactly.
Well, let's take it back to like you, right? Where it's like when a song like Substance blows up, like
Right.
maybe a year or two later, right? Becomes a huge phenomenon, right?
Right.
And it's like 30, 40, I don't know how many, maybe more streams, right? And like that is the kind of thing where you would think, and this doesn't necessarily go for any.
You know what?
local-
Someone told me the reason why some of my songs are not on the radio. They said because it's not the right tempo.
You have 1,000 tempos. Let me tell you, I played Draco in the car. My mom was like, oh, okay, that's Draco. I played you in the car. One drink too many. I said, this Greedo. Then I turned around and played the new album. I didn't say nothing. She like, I like this. I said, who do you think that is? I don't know. I said, Mama, that's Greedo. Oh my gosh, she sounds so much different. You have a million faces. So I don't think that should play. That shouldn't play a
Oh,
factor.
no, it's like that. Even when they did that Tupac shit, like they presented that shit to me, and I responded, quote unquote, off the record. But it was like, was this like something that y'all planned? And
Right.
when I say y'all, I don't know who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
But was this like a whole plan? Is that why y'all don't play me on the radio?
Yeah, it's always an unknown
I think
they.
so. But even then, it's like, because I agree, I love One Drink Too Many. The song like that, I was playing.
And
this
it's
since it came
huge.
out.
It's
And
huge.
oh my God.
It's all the whole
Yeah.
tour. They go crazy about that.
I
Still
go
feel love.
crazy.
But then there's also something to be said of like Greedo being like, hey, you know, DJ or even Vic, let's focus on pushing this song because it's like you have so many good songs. Which one do you want me to
Yeah,
push?
but at the same time,
You know
it's
what I'm
like enough is enough. Like
Right.
there could have been
Yeah.
one bike there.
Right.
No,
It's,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is LA music.
Nigga,
This
damn near
is
10
LA
years in
culture.
the- in
It
the
should be played on the
mainstream.
LA
Yeah.
radio station. That's just it. It's LA music. It paved the way.
And not even just me and Draco, like
Yeah.
nigga,
Other people
like,
too.
There's so many people that are making good music.
Yeah.
R3, he ain't Beezy, like
Yeah.
there's some like he Beezy for sure. Like he has like that pop appeal. You know what I'm
Bass
saying?
Notebook could have been all over the radio.
What
Right.
the fuck is like why
Right.
can't we be on here? You know what I'm saying? And I say
Yeah.
that even if it's someone that may be from like an enemy hood that might got something like it ain't fair to us.
Yeah. No, I mean, shit.
There was a definite
If there
shift
was,
though.
if there was a you know a button I could push
Yeah.
at the station,
Right.
I could
Yeah, we know
download
it's not, but that's why I said
Yeah.
doesn't that frustrate you that
Yeah.
you can't be the
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things. Is like you got to get in the building first, and
Right.
you know, it's like me being there, I've almost been there 2 years. It's like I'm starting to get some influence. Our show is doing great. To be honest, we didn't even play much music on our show. We
Right.
talk the whole time. It's more podcast style.
Right.
But getting in my foot in the door, and it's like to one day be like a Felly, to where he could just push the buttons. You know what I'm saying? And back when he was working there, and you know, present new artists all the time. And all I can do is bring artists up there for an interview. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah,
Get to know the personality.
That's
of
another
the-
thing. You artists gotta stop overly doing interviews.
Yeah.
They're not paying attention to anything but your antics at that point. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of skip certain shit, skip certain fashion weeks. Don't
Yeah.
go to everything, or else it's not like exciting to see you. You're at everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's certain people that have been to all the fashion weeks in like the past 2-3 years, like us. I'm tired of seeing you. I don't
Yeah.
care what the fuck you're wearing, bro.
And we know you gonna come. with
Like
that
we
shit
know
on.
you here, bro.
Yeah.
Unless you're just straight only a model or in the fashion world. But if you're an artist, like don't overdo that.
Yeah.
Let them see the fucking artist.
But like it's such a world where it like demands ubiquity, right? Not to be like
that's
you have to be
what people saying
constantly-
that. That's like I'll tell you
agree
one
with
thing
you,
that's
yeah.
so weird is people that make videos that like where they're talking to the camera like they're on a TV show. Like I don't care. Like that shit is fucking weird, bro. I'll do anything, but I'm not doing that. That shit is hella like robot. Like nigga, I've been a robot for years at a time. I've been incarcerated, and you've got to do what is put out there to do. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's what the inmates come with or the people that run that motherfucker. I'm not finna be on there. Okay, today we have the bean plate, but it has beef.
Oh my God.
Okay, this is a real. Yeah, stop the word. Cut them off. That's how you doing. Let me come and fuck it
And
up.
then we had the bean.
And it
plate.
comes in a
was
10.
so
This is
good.
10, but it's safe. You're not gonna. No, nigga. What the fuck is going on?
Well, I just got into my little TikTok thing because I wanted to build the TikTok fan base. But I don't really like them like that either. I'm not gonna
I'd
lie.
argue there's a fundamental shift in what like actually people define artistry and what it means to be an artist, because I think a lot of people now like see themselves as like one all-encompassing brand, whether than I'm like a musician or you know what I mean, whatever. Now they want to be like a million things, and it only like this like the social media post, you know, if it goes viral or whatever, can be they'll consider that even more relevant than like a good song that you drop
Right.
that maybe gets like less,
Right.
and that's like
Yeah.
that's
It
a
goes
fatal
back to
flaw.
what Greedo
That's a
was
fatal flaw.
saying.
They own
Earlier.
data only.
Yeah, it goes
Data,
back to
data
what-
does mean shit when you gotta pay taxes and shit, but other than
Right.
that, nigga, magic is magic. What I always tell you, bro, I know magic. I keep trying to tell you motherfuckers, I don't have a fucking wand or something. But if you ain't never been to the studio with me, and I'm still doing it, baby. I'm still doing it. I'm still doing a tape of time. If I want to, if I'm not focused on other people, a tape of time. You feel me? So it's just like, bro, why would I do this and be so good at this and just hoop at home? You know what I'm saying? I'm finna dunk on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is just
So
like
no matter what, I'm gonna always flood y'all just for the sake of art. But I want to kind of like take a little bit of control of this before we leave because the game is fucked up, and sometimes I am a little stressed out because I'm like, what do I get of this? Like, even if I do whatever I do to fulfill the course of my contract, and I'm successful at it, and I come out with money, did I get what I wanted out of this game? So I'm older though, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully the younger dudes, you guys don't have your hopes up so high. Because I do wish that I could get a budget to make real videos. And that's the reason that I don't have videos to like my biggest songs. Because I want to have a Kanye, Tyler the Creator looking ass video to my shit. This shit is deeper than what you think. There's metaphors in here that I need to express visually, and it's, I don't know, they just fucked my shit up. So that shit kind of just, that's the only thing that stresses me out. You little bitch ass niggas, I mean, come on, bro. I'm rich, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I'll text somebody right now, nigga. I won't leave this building until the text is fulfilled. Nigga. Just chill on that. But if you're ready, it's like a marriage. And if you're ready for her, even when she gets out of shape and nags all day, shit, come on over to hip hop. But
That's a slogan. Make that a t-shirt.
But I appreciate all the things that you guys do for me and my career individually, because I have a relationship with all three of y'all. And y'all all do shit that you don't have to do, and it helps. It's never corny. Y'all like the cooler people that try to help.
Yeah.
Some people be trying to do dumb shit.
Right.
I appreciate y'all for that, and let me eat my good old Gardena staple, Ramona's, on this shit. I just think that let's take these podcasts in a new direction. Let's just talk about art and shit that matters. I mean, getting mad on the couch ain't never killed nobody. You know what I'm saying? Not a scratch. You know what I'm saying? Just chill out, bro. Chill out. Stop that shit. And the girls, I am a trick. I just don't trick on mean people. So y'all damn near making it where I ain't a trick. You catch my drift? Just figure it out. I'm trying to go out. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we can leave. Paid for. You hear me? And I'm gonna get you dressed to go out with me because I don't want you wearing that. I don't want you wearing that. I don't want you wearing that.
We need
want you wearing
that.
Yeah, we need a button.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, you know the chosen.
But if I do like to like make you feel as special as me. It feels good to dress like you might have like a cool little style, so I might take you and, you know, put you in some shit so that the whole day we feeling it, we taking pictures, and then if God forbid anything ever happens to me, I'm in jail. When I see those pictures, like, damn, that was dope. I try to make sure like when people meet me, it was a great impression. So, bitches, please stay away from me. Beautiful women, come here.
Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Greedo, for coming through.
I would shake your hand, but you're a woman. You gotta get up and hug me.
You already know how we do.
Make sure you hug all the people that come on here.
I will.
Truth hurts.
Truth hurts.
Truth hurts.
You know the truth, whatever that means.
We know the truth. It meant a lot of things.
All type of shit. That boy Billy would change it around like, y'all better know the truth. Y'all still know the truth.